It hurts so much. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
Help! We need help!
Nobody in Block C slept that night. By morning, one girl was fighting for her life, but it all began with something small, a misunderstanding. It was on quiet Sunday afternoon when Rita arrived at the university hostel for the first time. Her heart was full of excitement and fear. She did not know anyone. The hostel looked huge, noisy, and confusing. Rita was beautiful in a gentle way. Her smile was soft like sunlight after rain. She was slim, shy, and careful in her movement. With her luggage beside her, she stood in front of the hostel building, unsure of who to talk to. Students passed by. Some were laughing, some were dragging buckets, some were rushing to their rooms. No one noticed the girl standing alone. Just then, a beautiful girl walked out of the hostel. She was not too slim, not too fat. She was confident and bold. Her name was Chisom, popularly called Chichi Baby by her friends. Rita gathered courage and rushed to her. "Excuse me, please," she said softly. Chisom stopped and looked at her with sharp eyes. "My name is Rita. I am a new student. Please, I need your help." Chisom cut her off. "Is that why you stopped me?" she said angrily and tried to walk away. "No, please," Rita said and held her hand gently. Suddenly, Chisom turned and slapped her. "How dare you touch me?" she shouted. Rita froze. She was shocked and confused. She did not fight back. She only bowed her head. She thought Chisom was a senior student and did not want trouble. Chisom walked away. Rita stood there in pain and shame, holding her cheek. Later, another student showed Rita the portrait office and explained how hostel clearance works. The process was stressful and tiring, but Rita finally got her room, C block, room 206, the block everyone in the hostel called the block of gossipers and bullies. That evening, some of the girls in the room welcomed her warmly. "Welcome, dear. You will be fine here." Others did not look up from their phones. TikTok played loudly. Nobody asked her name. Her bunkmate had not returned yet. That night, Rita slept with mixed feelings, happy to be in school, but afraid of what awaited her. The next morning, loud voices filled the room. "Chi baby! Chichi baby! Our queen is here!" The shouting woke Rita. She climbed down from her top bunk. Then, their eyes met. It was the same girl who slapped her yesterday. It was Chisom, her bunkmate, her roommate. Rita stood in the middle of the room, speechless. Chisom stared at her with cold eyes. "You again?" Chisom said. From that day, tension filled the room. Chisom became harsh. She insulted Rita in front of others. She called her weak and stupid. She pushed her things aside. She mocked her clothes. She turned other girls against her. Rita kept quiet. She cried silently. She avoided them. She stayed longer in class and library just to avoid the room. No one asked what was wrong. The portraits never noticed. The students pretended not to see it. The room became a place of fear for Rita. Anger grew inside Chisom too. She felt disrespected. She felt challenged. She felt watched. Small issues turned into big arguments. The room was no longer peaceful. One night, an argument broke out again. Voices rose. Doors slammed. Girls gathered. Then suddenly, silence. A scream followed. Block C stood still. Students whispered. Who would have thought? They were just roommates. It started from nothing. A misunderstanding had become a tragedy. As the queen of the room, Chisom slowly turned the other girls against Rita. She painted Rita as a bad person. She is rude. She is proud. She thinks she is better than us. Soon, almost all the girls in the room began to hate Rita without even knowing her. When Rita was not around, They gossiped about her. Did you see her face? She is so fake. She thinks she's fine because she's slim. When Rita was in the room, they insulted her indirectly. Some people here looked like shapeless amoeba. One girl said, "Now wow, see body, guy, wetin be this? You no get wetin I no go see for this hostel." Another added, "They would laugh loudly." Rita knew they were talking about her. She felt it in their eyes. She heard it in their voices, but she said nothing. She packed her things quietly. She avoided eye contact. She swallowed her tears. Every day, the room felt smaller. Every night, her heart felt heavier. And Chisom watched. Her anger grew. Her pride grew. Her control over the room grew. What started as one slap had now become a room full of hatred, and no one tried to stop it. When Rita's coursemate, Bola, came to visit her one afternoon, Bola greeted the girls in the room cheerfully. "Good afternoon, everyone." No one answered. She greeted again, only silence. Then Chisom walked past her as if she was invisible. Others burst into loud laughter. "Now wow, some people too do," one of them said, laughing mockingly. Bola stood there in embarrassment. Without saying another word, she walked out of the room. "Bola, wait!" Rita called and ran after her. Outside the room, Bola turned back, her eyes already filled with tears. "You said you were fine here," Bola said. "But did you see how they treated me? Your roommate mocked me just because I came to visit you." Rita lowered her head. "Calm down, Bola," she whispered. "They do the same thing to me every day." Bola was shocked. "Rita, you have to wake up," she said firmly. "You cannot keep quiet for them. You are in the same level with them. Don't let anyone make you feel small." Rita kept quiet, but those words stayed in her heart. A few days later, Rita returned from class very tired. She had trekked a long distance from her department to the hostel. Her legs were aching, her head was heavy. As she entered the room, she saw Chisom and her friends standing together. There was a small spill of milk on the floor. "Rita, come and sweep this place," Chisom ordered. "I was not the one that spilled it," Rita said weakly. "You left this room first this morning, so it must be you," another guest said. Some of the girls in the room tried to stop them. "Leave her alone, it might not be her." But Chisom's closest friend dragged Rita toward the broom. "Go and sweep it now." Rita lost her balance and fell. Pain, anger, and humiliation rushed into her heart at the same time. For the first time, she refused to stay quiet. She grabbed the nearest object on the floor, a frog, and raised it in fear and anger. Chisom's friend screamed and held her hand. The room scattered in chaos. "Portress! Portress! Come and see!" The girls ran out of the room shouting for help. The portress came running. Students gathered in the corridor. Rita stood, shaking. Chisom stared in shock. Her friend cried in pain. From that day, fear replaced laughter in the room. The incident did not end the hatred. It only deepened it. What started as bullying had now turned into violence, and nobody reported the problem early enough. From that day, silence filled the room. No greetings, no peace, only tension. Every small argument sounded like thunder. Every look carried anger. Every night felt unsafe. Until the night when everything went too far. The night nobody slept. After the incident with the spilled milk, Chisom did not rest. Every day she found new ways to hurt Rita. Poor girl. See how wretched she looks. Village mentality. Sometimes, Rita kept quiet, remembering the warning from the portress. No more fighting in this room. But inside her, pain was piling up. Unknown to many of the girls, Rita was not poor. Her father was a politician. Chisom, who always pretended to be rich, came from a struggling home. But pride had blinded her. One night, Chisom and her friends sat on their bunks, laughing loudly. "E better say make I get nyash than breast," one of them said, looking at Rita. "Omo, see shape. Ha, wetin be dis amueba?" Another added. The room burst into laughter. Rita's heart pounded. For the first time, she spoke back indirectly, her voice shaking. Some people pretended they are rich when they are not. Anyways, the poor and the rich have nothing to do in common. She picked up her phone and moved toward the door. Chisom stopped and blocked her way. "Who are you talking to?" she asked. Rita tried to pass without answering. "Please, allow me to go out," she said quietly. The girls around began to shout, beat her very well, show her, beat her very well." Rita said again, "Let me pass." Suddenly, Chisom pushed her. Rita lost balance and fell beside a pile of clothes on the floor. Laughter filled the room. Something broke inside her. Rita stood up in fear and anger. In her confusion, she grabbed a small knife that was lying nearby. There was shouting, there was chaos, then silence. One girl screamed. "She has stabbed her." Some girls ran out of the room. "Portress! Portress!" The corridor filled with noise. The hostel that had ignored the problem for months suddenly woke up. Students gathered. The portress rushed in. An ambulance was called. Chisom was taken away bleeding. Rita stood shaking, her hands cold. By morning, Block C was quiet.